I was so excited for my young boss, Quinn Cook, for winning the 2017 NBA All-Star MVP for the D-League. Congratulations. But make sure you guys watch his exclusive interview for KHS. I mean, he dropped some serious nuggets, and you definitely don't want to miss it.
This is Quinn Cook, and I watch my girl, Kat Harvey. Success, nothing less.
Hey, what's up, world? I'm Kat Harvey, CEO, KHSNL, Success Nothing Less. Today, I'm so excited to have a boss with us today. He needs no introduction. A ball player, man. This guy's going to be one of the great legends. I definitely see great things for him. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Quinn Cook. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So what's been going on with you?
Oh, nothing. Just, grinding. I'm back in the D-League. Just trying to get better and win some games.
My main question, being an athlete and of course, and as a person, how do you reprogram, your mind and your thoughts when you lose?
It's tough. It's tough. I hate losing more than I love winning. That's one thing that I've always had, just that competitive edge. And I'm one of those guys when I lose, I don't want to be around anybody. I'm not talking. I just really just think about, what we could have did better in the game and how I could have helped my team. And, I've gotten better over the years. Like, I used to just turn off my phone, just get away from the world. But, I mean, obviously losing is a part of the game, man. So I just try to take losing, and see how I can get better from it. And, just try to help myself, not lose again the next game.
During your time of waiting, and I mean, even still in the process, how did you turn your no's and not right nows into yeses?
I'm still going through it. I mean, growing up, my ultimate goal was, to get to the NBA. And, I fell in love with the game, and, I thought I mastered every level. And, my few opportunities I've had in the NBA, I thought I, did what I needed to do. And, I've been told no twice. So, just using it as motivation. I think sometimes you can feel sorry for yourself and, not go as hard and, just make up excuses. But, anytime I've been told no, I just, use that as motivation to go harder. And, I have a great support system around me that, keeps everything, easy keen around me, kind of keeps me focused. And, when they see me, slacking or, not going as hard in workouts or me trying to sleep in, they always, keep me motivated.
What are the two things that you think your parent has taught you the most as far as what's important in life?
It's a lot. More than two things, I think. My dad was a big guy on character. He was one of those parents who, he went to the games. He cheered more for, when my teammates scored rather than me scoring. He was always happy for me, but he always wanted to show, everybody that, it wasn't about his son. And, I can remember when I was younger, I had a really, really good game on the court, scoring 20 points or whatever it was. And, I remember after the game, he was upset with me how I conducted myself on the floor. And, instilling that in me at a young age really taught me, it's more than just being a basketball player. People can care less how good of a basketball player you are. They'll probably like you more if you're a better person. So that's one thing that my dad always taught me was character. And then my mom, just always, giving me that edge, keeping me, hard work, motivation. I mean, she finds any way to motivate me. She'll send me quotes. She'll send me, Kobe videos. She'll send me Kevin Durant workout videos. I mean, she does everything to, keep me, working. And so, I got my character from my dad and, my working and my edge from my mom.
You sound like a perfectionist, but at this point, look, answering all these questions so smooth and everything.
I took public speaking in college, so I got pretty good at it.
Yeah, you sound really well. So when did you have to trust God the most, you think?
There's been a lot of times, man. There's been a lot of times, obviously when I lost my father at a young age, that's probably been the toughest thing I've ever gone through. Any loss, not getting drafted, being cut by the NBA doesn't add up to, when a kid loses his a parent. And so, I had to trust God at that point. like 2 months after I lost my dad, I, tore my meniscus in my knee. And, so, I couldn't play basketball. So there was about a 3-month, 4-month period where I was just lost. I didn't know, what to do. And that was my first time ever, being not able to play basketball. So I think that age in 2008 when I was 14, and I turned 15 during that time, and that was a real tough thing for me. And then I think, just other times, in college when I struggled, or my first year being a pro, I struggled at times, but I always trust God. I mean, I never was one to, question God. I never, felt sorry for myself. I just always, just kept the faith, and that's what I do today.
Loyalty is everything. You know what I'm saying? So how did you build the right team to make sure that they're loyal, to your interests and your whole vision?
It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, I think, I know a lot of people in this area. People call me the mayor or the people's champ or whatever, just because, just being from this area, being a basketball player, everybody gravitates, to basketball, especially from this area, because we have so many guys come before me. So, I was always one of those kids, like, whoever the best player was in the area at the time, I always wanted to go watch them play. I always wanted to meet them, and I was just that little kid, like the biggest fans of people. I remember, going to see Chris Wright play at St. John's, Austin Freeman, Kevin Durant. I mean, I just remember me going to see those guys play, and, I was lucky to establish a relationship with those guys. And, I still hang out with the same people I grew up with from my neighborhood or AAU teams. I mean, my best friends are people that I played AAU with growing up, or football. And, I think I give advice to people like, you see your true friends, when you're going through your toughest times, who's really there for you. And, I've been at the highest of the highs and lowest of the lows. And, I still go through it till today. I mean, you see people, want to come watch you while you're at Duke, or want to shout you out when you're on ESPN and stuff. But, when you're in the D League and, none of your games on TV, who comes to see you play or who's shouting you out then? So, I mean, I'm still going through it. But you just try to stick with the same people. I only have 4 or 5 guys who I hang out with, and, just try to stay, keep my circle as small as possible.
So what do you think people love most about you?
I think people love that I think I'm a pretty humble guy. I think I'm a pretty down-to-earth guy. I don't really go around bragging about myself, showing people my highlights, just all a lot of extra stuff. I just try to be one of the guys. Pretty, easy to talk to. Like, I try to take pictures with everybody who asks. I try to go out my way to help people. So I just think people appreciate my humbleness.
Or what will be the ideal one-on-one for you?
To play one-on-one?
Yeah.
Man, I would want to play against Russell Westbrook. I think Russell Westbrook, I just think he's the best guard in the league right now, him and Kyrie Irving. And, me and Kyrie have a relationship, so I've played him one-on-one, numerous of times. And I've never played against Russell Westbrook. He's, a big point guard, very explosive. And, I want to see how I can do against him. And so I think he's the toughest guy to guard, at the point guard position. So I would like to see, how much better I got to get after I go against him a couple times. So
what's the biggest story you think you had to get rid of in order for you to be great?
I think when I was younger, I had a bad attitude. I had a really bad attitude, and it was just because, I wanted to win so bad. Sometimes, like I said, my actions would be bad, and my dad would discipline me because, I wasn't, I had good character out there. And I just think, some high school coaches were afraid to, recruit me because my attitude was so bad, and they didn't know how I blend, in with their school, with the players and stuff. So, a couple coaches, believed in me, and I ended up going to DeMatha. And, anytime I would have an attitude problem there, my high school coach would get on me and, let me know that, this attitude stuff is not going to work here. I can go somewhere else. And I definitely didn't want to do that. So I had to change soon. And, I did that. But just getting that attitude stigma away from me was probably the biggest thing.
So what advice would you give to anybody, you know, that's watching you, that looks up to you? How can they go from, you know, I guess playing ball now to being great like yourself and playing with a league and so forth? What advice would you give them?
And you can have the best support system, you can have the best coaches, you could, you know, watch this video, that video, but at the end of the day, if you don't believe it yourself, I don't think, you know, none of that matters. Like I said, like I told you earlier, I wanted to make the NBA, and I told myself, you know, I could do it. And I was lucky enough to have a good support system, but, you know, I had to get up in the morning and go run and do all the stuff that, you know, would get me to where I am today. You know, it's easy for you to watch the videos. It's easy for you to go in the gym and take a couple pictures on Instagram and make it seem like you're working out. But, yeah, it has to be you really, you know, wanting to do it and putting in the work. You see me in person, I'm just a regular guy, regular size guy. I mean, I'm not 6'7", 6'8", you know, guy looking like, you know, I'm supposed to be in the NBA. I'm just a regular sized person who, you know, who has a pretty good talent. And, you know, I worked extremely hard. Knowing that I was a smaller guy, I wanted to be, you know, the guy who worked the hardest. And, you know, I take pride in my work ethic. So I believed in myself, and, you know, I told myself I could do it. So to answer your question, anybody who wants to do anything, like, it's not even just athletics. If you want to be a doctor, you got to do the stuff to be a doctor. It's just not going to happen overnight, and you got to believe it.
You know, what's the ultimate vision that you have for yourself?
Making the NBA, winning the championship in the NBA, being an all-star in the NBA, just having a 15 to 16-year career in the NBA, and, you know, retiring, and then, you know, getting back in the game, if it's commentating, if it's coaching, if it's owning a team, just doing that and giving back to my community. Last summer I had my first annual basketball camp, you know, in Bowie, Maryland, and this summer we're going to do another one. We're going to do two, actually, one in Bowie and another one in Durham, North Carolina, where I went to college, and we're going to do different, you know, coat drives, feed the homeless. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff on me and my team. I'm talking about it now, and my biggest thing is just giving back, because I was one of those kids who, you know, went to all the camps. You know, I tried to get any edge I could on kids, and my parents, you know, helped me with that. So, you know, I always want to give back to the community, and, you know, I just want to look back on my career and just know I gave it 110% every day.
So can you tell the world where they can find and connect with you at?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. But mainly I'm really on Instagram. My god sister, she does like my marketing and stuff, so she really runs my Twitter. But, you know, my Instagram is me. I don't have Snapchat. I gotta get on Snapchat. But my Instagram is QCook323. QCook323 on Instagram and Twitter. And you know, I'm really active on Instagram. I follow back. I comment. I'm in the comments. You know, I like different pictures and stuff. So I'm really active on there.
Thank you so much for your time and your true inspiration. Keep grinding. You're going to make it. You know, in God's time, man. You out here grinding. I'm really proud of you, and I thank you so much for coming today. So you guys make sure you check out Mr. Quinn Cook. He's taking over.
Mark my words, Quinn Cook will be one of the next superstars from the DC area that's going to make it huge and big. So I thank you so much, Quinn, for coming on the show today. It means a lot to me, and I see nothing but great things for you.